What's going on out there, American truckers? Hope all of y'all are doing well, staying out of trouble and staying safe. Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper, and of course, I'm your boy Old Snapper. Gonna talk a little bit about hunt transportation from a driver's perspective today. A little bit about flatbed, second level companies. We're gonna get into all that. I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit, and then we're gonna go over the load, kind of look around back there, give y'all a little different scenery, something different to look at than my ugly mug. Let's get into that right. Alright, hunt transportation. Most of y'all probably never heard of it. We look just like Maverick going down the road, but we are not Maverick. No part of Maverick. Hunt is owned by Ankley, which is the same company that owns Crete and Schaefer. But Hunt is its own separate entity. It's about 120 drivers. It's a small company out of Omaha, Nebraska. You know, it's what we look like there. But you know, we do flatbed, step deck, RGNs, oversized equipment. Less than 15% of our freight is tarp. They're trying to get away from tarp altogether, or for the most part. Basically, the tarp loads we got are just backhauls to get us back into a lane. Their primary focus is equipment. Higher paying freight is their focus. Now, as you saw in the introduction, I said there's levels to companies. When it comes to flatbed, there is. You got your beginner companies, Melton, that one up there in Oregon, drive the green teal trucks or whatever they are. System Transport, that's another one. It's a beginner company. TMC, you know, and TMC does have some next level freight, but they're a training company, so they're kind of a beginner company. But anyway, your next level freight or your second level would be when you start getting into equipment and oversized equipment. All that stuff is secured differently. It's not square loads. It's not a rinse and repeat. It's all different. You haul two pieces of equipment, they're going to tie down totally different. And you got to think a little bit when you're doing it, you know. And then you got your high level flatbed, which is your extended flatbeds. They haul like the windmills and things like that. Now, we don't do that here. We're in between. We don't do the windmills. We don't have the extended We'll tell you though what I do like about Hunt. I like the fact that it is a small company, but with the backing of a large company. That keeps our insurance rates down. You know, because we're on group health care, same group health care that Crete and Schaefer are on. So it keeps our insurance costs down. The other thing is that it's that financial security. You know, the company is very secure. You know, not only that, but we can use the shops for Crete and Schaefer as well. Same terminals. You know, so we got that small company atmosphere where everybody knows us. We only got 3 dispatchers. And they know all the drivers, you know. It's a real small, tight-knit group of people. But at the same time, like if I'm out in Lenoir City or Tennessee, or if I'm over in Lincoln, I can park at a Crete yard. You'll see our trailers there. You see what I'm saying? So, you take a shower and all that kind of stuff. You have access to them just like a Crete driver does. But we're very much separated from them. It feels like anyway, you know. Totally different atmosphere from going to Crete from day one. Now, who would Hunt be perfect for? All right, Hunt does have dedicated, but if you're gonna run dedicated, you pretty much need to live in either. And be home a lot. You need to live in either Maryland, somewhere in between Maryland and Omaha. Figure along that corridor right there, that I-80, I-70 corridor. Pretty much all of our other freight's going to be OTR. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Another thing is that they do train during orientation. All right. Now your flatbed training can be 3 days long, could be 5 days long. It just depends on you. For most people, it's from Wednesday to Friday. I personally would suggest, if you're going to come to hunt, that you have a little bit of flatbed experience before you do, because it's different. Like I was saying earlier, it's that next level stuff. It requires a little bit more thought. And you're going to be hauling big stuff, heavy stuff. Some of them combines we haul, the value of them's over $1 million a piece for each one. So it's a lot of responsibility. So I'd get a couple of months at least in under your belt somewhere before coming here and doing that. But let's say you're at a flatbed company right now. Let's say you're working for System, or you're working for TMC, or you're working for one of these other companies out there, and you're tired of tarping. You're tarping every other load, or every 2 loads, or every load. In some cases, I know if you work for Decker or TMC, you're probably tarping just about every load. And you're tired of that. You're ready to, you love flatbed, but you're ready to get away from tarping. Well, then hunt would be a good spot for you. Like I said, we tarp less than 15% of our freight. The pay here is really good, really, really good. The pay's between, I think, don't quote me, it might be more, but I think it starts between 65 and 70 cents depending on your experience. And then anytime you haul an oversized load, it's another 10 cents on top of that per mile on that load. There's layover pay, detention pay, breakdown pay, all that kind of stuff, so you get all that as well. So there's plenty there. We don't use snap binders here. We do use the ratchet binders. I know some people like the snap binders. I personally prefer the ratchet binders. I don't like them snap binders. I've thrown a many a breaker bar across a lot, man, popping them snap binders. I hate them. But ratchet binders, love them. Mostly 3/8 chain, straps. It's the normal get up. Now I'm in one of the older trucks, so our lumber racks are behind the box with all of our gear in it. We have lumber racks back behind it, so you have to pull all your lumber up and over it. But the newer trucks, the lumber racks are on each side of that box in the back, and I'll show y'all in a minute whenever we go out back and walk around this load. I got a pretty simple load. There ain't nothing complicated about it. It's pretty basic. Now some people are going to look at it and they're going to go, oh, you can't do that. And when I get to that point, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna tell you why I did that. And yes, I can do that. And I'm gonna show you, because I can already hear somebody out there go, oh no, you can't do that, Snapper. Yes you can. Yes you can. I did, and I have, and I've driven already 1,400 miles with it. Yes, you can. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on into that. We'll check that out. If you're interested in coming to hunt, I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not going to leave my information in there. As y'all know, from all of y'all that have ever been watching my channel, I don't care about recruitment bonuses. If I'm somewhere that I like, I'm going to tell you about it. If you like it, come on. If you don't. But I'm not on here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put my name in there, my driver code, or none of that. So don't even worry about it. Don't message me for it, because you can ask some of these other guys who've been watching me for a while. I won't give it to you. If you want to come on, come on. Ain't no, if it's better than where you're at, get on over here. I'd love to work with you. Might run into you at the terminal. You never know. All right, let's go check out what we got. I'm up here in Colorado. Might be a little loud. The truck next to me is idling. But see if we can get to this. Well, that's the rack. That's what I was talking about being different. On our new trucks, you have 3 doors, and the lumber racks are on each side. On these, the lumber racks are back in behind it, as you can see there. This is one of the older trucks. These are coming off the fleet, and newer trucks coming on the fleet. The newer trucks have the 3 doors on the back, so everything's closed up. Now I keep my ratchets down there. I got some more of the corner protectors in there. And my 2-inch straps and 4-inch straps are there in the middle. More edge protectors over here. And then we keep our tarps down here. We got one of them plates that set there for our tarps to set on. Of course, our coil racks there. Let's keep them strapped down. Now this is a step deck, of course, but it can also be a flatbed. Okay, so we got these ramps that we can pull out and we can move them down and set them in, chain them down, becomes a flatbed. That's the first piece there, and I did that with 1 chain. This chain starts here, comes up, comes through, hits that binder, goes underneath the other side, does the same thing, and on the other side there's another binder. It's only a 1,500 pound piece of equipment. And then this is the big one. It's 65-foot man lift. It's not real big. It's not that heavy. But this is the one people are going to question. But as you can see, I got my 2-point tie down in the front. You come back here, I got my basket tied down. Now in some states that has to be a chain. But in the states I'm going through, a strap works. And then a 4-inch strap. Done through there to hold the basket down, because all moving parts have to be done up. And as you can see, I did the same thing on the back. 1 chain, 2 binders. Now here's the part everybody's going to question in the middle. All right, you see how I did that? I just went through there, chained it down. That's an extra chain. Those 4 chains on the front and back more than cover this equipment, more than cover the weight of the equipment. I threw this chain in there as an extra. As any of y'all know that do haul flatbed, when you got equipment that has wheels on it, it can get bouncy. It's a pain in the ass to try to keep it in place. But this piece has not moved at all. That's just to help keep the bounce out. And that's what I did there. But that's what I'm hauling. That's what's going on there. But I love these aluminum trailers, man. These Bensons, these 53s. They're nice. Of course, you got the movable strap racks and little upper deck. And of course, you got the ramps back there for whenever I haul RGNs. That way I can hook up and break down the RGNs and all that. See, it is not Maverick. Same color as Maverick. Same setup, looks just like a Maverick truck. Well, that's my review. That is the information there if you want to call them. But that's my review on Hunt so far. I get another few weeks and I will put all my pay stubs out there, just like I did at Crete, so y'all can see all of that. Y'all know I'm pretty transparent. I don't hide much, you know. I'm pretty straight up with everybody. But y'all stay safe, stay out of trouble. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate all of y'all. And let's keep trucking.